A couple of Players' Championships in the autumn as well, playing fantastic darts up against the World Youth Champion James Hubbard, who made his television debut here 12 months ago. Can he get out of the group stage for the first time? Your commentary team, Wayne Mardle and Rod Studd.
In fact, Dave, got to say that James Hubbard looked really nervous up there. He had the air of a young man trying to pluck up courage to ask a girl for a date in a nightclub. And he's got to go up there and play Simon Whitlock, who is amongst the four men on the PDC Tour. As Dave Clark just said, he won the European Championship, he won the Dutch Masters after that as well. He is in rip-roaring form. He missed last year's Grand Slam of darts with a broken ankle, but we know how quickly he recovered from that to reach the semi-finals of the World Championship. And if he comes here in that form, he really will want some stopping this week. How do you see this going, Wayne?
James Hubbard, for me, has to make a speedy start. You mentioned that he looked nervous. He still looks nervous. He's a brilliant player. He's young James Hubbard. He's got a great future in the game. Now, he's got to get off to a flyer. But this man, as you quite rightly said, is in the form of his life. Winning tournaments left, right and centre.
James Hubbard only turned 20 in July. He's the youngest man in the tournament. Goodness. He won the World Youth Championship. It was played on finals night in the Premier League at the O2 Arena, and he beat Michael van Gerwen 6 legs to 3. That is very good form.
See the group in there from Simon Whitlock. Superb scorer. He's always been a great finisher, but now seems to have got the bug, if you like, for hitting trebles, because sometimes they were high and they were low, but nowadays he is all around it. Commentator's curse. There you go.
Yeah, what you meant to say there was he was nowhere near it.
He was being kind.
Ah, now, that's near it. And so's that. This is more like it. From the young man playing under the darting nom de plume of Hot Shot. Well, he could fit about 20 in there, but he can't fit the second one in. Playing with matching stems on his darts tonight, Whitlock. He usually has all sorts of different colour stems, but he's found 3 that match.
One of the only dart players I know, professional dart players, that chops and changes most matches. Whatever he's got in the case just comes out. Great darts from young James Hubbard. This has got to go from Simon. Well, that leaves 48. What a marker for double 16. What a marker that is. And on the inside of it.
Well, now then. He looks really edgy, Hubbard. What has he got in the cupboard here? Can he take out 62? He's going to get one dart at tops to break the Whitlock throw.
42. Simon, you require 16.
Double 8. Across the board, double 4. He's over, wants to use the dart. Again on the outside.
James, you require 20.
Big visit for James Hubbard. This will settle him down.
Double 5. Oh, and that's... Well, you don't need me to tell you that that's the last thing he wanted to do. Cardinal darting sin, Wayne, to come inside. Double 5, and Whitlock hits double 4. Well, he'll be a very relieved dartist, Simon Whitlock, won't he? The wizard was worried.
That is a perfect dart. As is that! As is that! Brilliant from James Hubbard. That's what he can do. And to do that, Rod, after missing darts at double to win that leg, that takes character, takes belief. that take bottle.
Well, he made his big TV debut here last year, and he's a very quick learner. Oh, that would have been tantalising. We saw him at the UK Open. He lost to Terry Jenkins early in that, and the match play qualified for. He lost in the first round 10-5 to Wesley Newton, but no disgrace in that.
This is the first meeting between these two. Not surprisingly, this is James Hubbard's first year on tour.
100.
He's doing very well. Simon looking around the board for a big score to leave a finish. 1-6-4 is left. Good hunting.
Yeah, doesn't mind a bull finish, Simon Whitlock. Hubbard will be looking at the ball if he can hit treble 17. He can. He's looking at the ball now to level the match with a 1-2-1. My goodness, he wasn't far away.
Really has been a great leg of darts. Two in the bullseye. Now James Hubbard wants 25. Making a hash.
21.
Well, James Hubbard, well, first he was looking for 1 for double 12. Then he needed double 2 after hitting the single 3. And then I think he's just had a brain explosion. Well, I think he's going to phone a friend, Wayne, and find out what he's got left. Whitlock's got double 16 left. Double 8 left. Right, he wants 25 again now, that's for sure. He bust it in the end. Right. Yeah. Hubbard feels that he'd left 4 left, but Bruce Spender, the referee, saying no, you bust your score, you're back to 25, mate. That's it, isn't it?
That is it. Now that's the one he wanted earlier in the previous throw. Big dart. What a dart that was. Put it all behind him and goes and gets the double. Composure, that's superb for the young man. Brilliant dart.
What a mishmash. Yes, that might feature on the 101 Great Legs of Darts at the Grand Slam DVD. What on earth was going on? Anyway, Hubbard is level at 1 apiece. And Whitlock really should have taken that opportunity. Once Hubbard had had that brain explosion, Whitlock should have ran all over him, made it 2-0 and made him feel absolutely awful about himself.
He could have shown every bit of the professional he is. He really could have. He could have pummeled him into the ground there. Missed an opportunity.
Yeah, it should have been, young man, you're going to bed with no supper. But Hubbard is back in business here. It's 1-1. He's here last year at the Grand Slam. He didn't win a game, but what a group he was in last year. He was in with Steve Beaton, Phil Taylor and Mervyn King. No wonder he didn't win a game.
I think most people would struggle to win a game in that. Rush of blood to the head, I think.
85. Simon, you require 145.
And Simon, if it doesn't go, he just want to set it up. If it doesn't go, of course it's going!
105.
I thought he was going to get that.
Well, the reality is, as you said, Wayne, he set it up. Can Hubbard fill it up? Can he fill it up, I ask you? Oh, he can! His second maximum of the match. That makes this double top look wafer thin for Simon Whitlock. And it's looking even smaller now. Oh, he gets there.
The reaction from Simon says it all. James Hubbard has had some very, very good wins on tour. He's beaten Adrian Lewis, he's beaten Andy Hamilton. He can play. And Simon Whitlock is not taking him lightly. Good scoring.
Well, we mentioned the draw he had last year. King, Beaton and Taylor. But I think actually that was a good draw for him, because how much would you learn? How much would people pay to have a teaching from Phil Taylor on the big stage at the age of, as he was then, just 19 years of age? Goodness. And he didn't have to pay for the lesson, Wayne, he was paid for it.
I've paid over the years for lessons off Phil Taylor. The last visit from James, don't want to forget about that. Just get on with it.
81.
Some stray darts being thrown. Both edging.
Well, the other two players in this group are Kevin Painter and Dean Winstanley. They met in the very first game of the night. It was a nail-biter. Painter got home 5-4. Put himself in good shape to qualify.
140.
Hubbard could do with another 180 here. He's already at 2. Well, that's a decent start. They'd be disappointed there after the 61st start. Simon Whitlock looking for a plain, simple ton.
60.
Only 60. So now then, 140 from Hubbard. Got to find 2 red bits. Oh, goodness me. You can put one alongside that.
100.
Well, 80 apiece. Whitlock should get the double first.
Treble 20. He's got to move over.
In your life, Wayne, have you seen anything like that from Simon Whitlock?
Before he threw the dart, I said he had to move over. He could not see the big 20. That's why he done it. This is the way to do it, Simon. Well, apparently it's not. What a great start, though. You cannot miss darts at a double against this man. He will punish thee.
Double 10. 3-1. Well, Simon Whitlock here is surfing the wave of good fortune, because he's 3-1 up and throwing for a 4-1 lead. But for the width of wires, it could be much closer. And Whitlock is taking full advantage of his escape. Whitlock has made mistakes in this match, but at the moment it looks as though he's going to get away with them, and it'll be the relief of an opening night win for the Wizard.
James can just apply pressure, make her opponent miss. Now Simon at one point here will switch. Treble 18. Still treble 18 to leave his favourite 170. He couldn't do it. Big shot here, Rod. He's got chances.
Blocked everything. Great recovery. Lovely stuff. Yeah, it's a pleasure to watch James Hubbard, and he's a thoroughly nice young man as well. You know, he's up there to learn. He wants to get better. His attitude is first class. He's going to be a very good player, isn't he? He already is a very good player. He's going to be an excellent player.
Switch, he's got to. Now, he could have replicated what he'd done in the previous throw. That would have put Simon under pressure. Treble 19, treble 19. One more, treble 19 for ball.
101.
It's all treble 19s.
Well, he can use the bull or treble 19. I hit treble 14 now. Oh, he has double 16 to pull it back to 3-2. Oh, what a finish! Wonderful finish! Not only can he throw the darts, he can dance a bit too.
What a reaction. What a great young man. I think sometimes we've got to forget how young these dart players are. They're silent assassins. They want to rip your throat out.
Without recourse to surgical implements. He's only 20. He turned 20 in July. James Hubbard. He's currently world rank number 58 in the PDC World Rankings.
Needs a big shot. Just finding the treble 20 elusive. It's going below. The switching has been first class. But whenever you say that, the switching has been great, it means that the treble 20 has been low.
55.
A lot of people fancy Simon Whitlock for a real run at this tournament this year. He twice a quarter-finalist in 08 and 09. Lost to Phil Taylor and Scott Waits. Oh, great recovery.
53.
But all the top players will say, and I've no doubt you'll concur, Wayne, that this first match is the most edgy.
Well, I had the pleasure of speaking to Kevin Painter after his match with Dean Winstanley. And he said, I've never been so nervous for a game, and so yeah, that backs up what you just said.
And you had the pleasure of playing in this tournament, didn't you?
121.
The first and third darts, the super.
The decisive blow, because Hubbard can't go out on 163. So Whitlock is coming back to see if he can clickety-click 66
123.
for 4-2, despite the pressure applied.
The pressure is on. Double 18 for 4-2.
Yeah, you can see that coming. Simon Whitlock, almost instinctively as a top-class professional sportsman, knew the time to strike. He knew that was the moment to make his move, like a cobra striking. And now he's setting off for the finishing line.
Hubbard needs to match the 140. Not going to happen. Got to stay with him. Brilliant switching. Brilliant switching indeed. The finishing line is in sight. So the wizard steps on the gas.
Well, it may not be over yet, because Hubbard has just hit his third maximum of this match, to let Simon Whitlock know that he's still there, right behind you.
Another 180 would hurt.
Well, two big trebles inflicts a little bit of a wound on the wizard, but this is for the match, Wayne. 90.
Maybe another 25. Is it the bullseye? Second dart.
82.
You're too accurate, Simon.
Well, always the danger, isn't it? Always the danger. You can be too accurate. Well, James Hubbard has played well. He's hit 3 180s, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough for the match.
He wraps it up. Simon Whitlock wins his first group game. That was a good tussle. Beats James Hubbard by 5 legs to 2. And coming next, we have the machine.